everyone. My name is Debbie, and this is my first time I've ever tried this, and so I just kind of wanted to do this all along, just to be able to talk to some people and enjoy the same thing that I like to do is crocheting. So with this, I'm going to do mostly talking about crocheting, projects that I'm working on or trying to work on, because I'm kind of a novice as far as I'm concerned when I talk or watch other videos channels that they're so good, and I'm just kind of plugging along, teaching myself and watching other uh, YouTubers and watching how they do things. But today I decided I'll show you a little bit of the couple projects I just finished. I'm a very slow crocheter, so you're not going to see like 10 things that I did in a week. You might get to see 2 or 3 things, but that's about it. And I'm not one that does a lot of repeats, lots of little things that you do, like 10 or 15 that a lot of them do for market. I do markets, but when I do little things, I just probably do 1 or 2 at the most together because I get bored doing them all the time. And I just like doing the markets to be around the people. So I'll show you the one thing that I had just finished. Well, it's almost done. I didn't put his tail on yet. I forgot to do his tail. But I love him. She was so much fun to do. I got the pattern off of Etsy, and it was so much fun to do, but a lot of work. I mean, like his slippers, the slippers. So those are separate. The coffee cup you got to put on, do separate, and a lot of stuff you have to, a lot of hand sewing. And but I enjoyed it. I like the little eye cover. That is so cute. It's just, I thought this would be a good gift for someone that maybe has been sick, or just a great gift to give someone. But they have to be pretty special because it takes a long time to do him or her. And then let's see. And then this one I just finished yesterday, and it's the mushroom. It's the big one, and I used Chanel, and it was a lot of fun to do. So you have to just kind of play around with it to get it to look right. But instead of doing the embroidery eyes, I did the safety eyes, and the pattern showed brown cheeks, and I did the pink cheeks. And so this one is a fun one. This one I will probably sell, but I don't have an Etsy account or anything. It's just by word of mouth, and I put it on Facebook sometimes. So that's it. But my biggest complaint today is I am so frustrated. I don't like doing blankets or anything that has like 120 or 200 stitches long, and then you have to keep track of them because it either shrinks or gets longer. So I've been working on this baby blanket, which I should never agreed to do, but it was a family member, and they're having a baby girl. So she wanted me to do just a real simple baby blanket. Well, here it is, and it was going right along just fine, but it keeps getting, whoops, that's Betsy. Betsy is my 6-month-old kitten that thinks she owns the place, and she has to get in everywhere, see what's going on. They are truly curious. I haven't had a cat in probably 30 years, but she has been so much fun. But my Christmas tree, I have like 3 ornaments left on the very top. She has pulled all of them off and decides that her toys. And I put the ring around the bottom of it. I put aluminum foil around it, all that. Aluminum foil doesn't stop her. She doesn't care. I tried the squirt bottle. That just challenges her more. So I kind of pretty much have given up I have my lights on, and I turn my lights on. They're pretty, but kind of disappointing that I can't have my tree. And I usually have that tree up year round, and I decorate it for different seasons. It's just a tall, skinny tree, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do that now that I have her. I got her as a for my birthday in July, and she was just 6 weeks old when I got her, and so she's discovered my tree in the past couple weeks because I decorated it. Before, she left it pretty much alone, but now she's decided that's her tree. But anyway, so go back to the blanket. The blanket is very simple, but one end is wider than the other by 5 rows. So now I'm going to have to take those 5 rows out and do them again. And it's just so frustrating. I don't know. Do any of you guys have the same issue? I don't like sitting and counting 100 stitches or 100 and whatever stitches each time I finish a row to make sure they're the right, it's the same length. I make sure my edges are all even. My edges are pretty even. I'm going to go through at the end and do a single crochet all the way around it, and then another row with little clusters. So that'll kind of finish it off. But it's taken 2 of those gigantic skeins. This is my 3rd one that I'm working on, and I already tore it out once because it got too big. Now, completely started from the beginning. Now I have to do this again. So anybody have any hints out there that can tell me how they do it and how they keep track of how many stitches for each one, or do they count every row? That drives me crazy. I don't have the patience for that. That's probably why I like to do the plushies. You do a lot of counting, but you don't have to do 120 each time you finish a row. So I would appreciate any help. And let's see, I have to give you a little bit background on myself. I'm retired. I'm a widow. I joined that club a couple of years ago, and it's not a fun club to belong to. So if you are married and you have a husband, cherish the times that you have with them, even if they drive you nuts. Mine sometimes drive me nuts, and I know I drove him nuts too, but now that he's gone, I wish he was around so he can drive me nuts. And plus, you have to learn to put on your big girl panties to do a lot of stuff that you always depended on them to do. For example, putting air in your tires. Well, we had a compressor, and I decided I didn't need it, so I gave it to my son-in-law. Well, now, going home from church the other day, all my tires were low. And it was pouring down rain, so I wasn't going to stop anywhere, so any gas station or place. So I thought, well, I'll just run over to Walmart, because I always kind of wanted to get a portable one because the other one was so big and heavy. And so I thought I'd run over to Walmart. I picked one up, $77 later, and it was horrible. It's the kind that you have to screw on to your tire valve. It doesn't screw on very good, and if you get it on, you can't get it off. And when you're trying to screw it on, the hose that's attached to the portable thing, when you're twisting it, it unscrews it from the portable, the hand thing. So you had to screw it on by turning the whole thing that you're holding that gives you your PSI. So it was so frustrating. And so I thought, well, this is for the birds. I'm not going to do it. So I called my daughter, and she had one that she had gotten off of Amazon, which I should have known better. And it was only $30 versus my $77. She walked up. Hers has the little one that goes right onto the stem, and you push it down, and it's ready to go. So I took my back, and now I've ordered another one. But this is the type of things that I have no patience for. So I don't know what else can I tell you about me. My kitten, her name is Betsy. She runs the household. So if I'm sitting here and all of a sudden she shows up, she likes to jump on my back and she likes to sit on my shoulder for some reason. So that makes it awkward. And I'm in my craft room, and you will see some of my things that I have, I have crocheted recently. And I'm trying to make some keychain little things. And I haven't found one that I really like doing. Again, that's like you have to do, 3 or 4 of them, and I'm not real thrilled about that. But I love my room. I'm in Florida, lived there only since March. I moved from Lake Charles, Louisiana. I lived there for 2 years. My sister was there. And it just, I just miss my daughter. I haven't been around my daughter for so many years and her family and my grandkids. I thought, why am I here when I should be there enjoying my grandkids? Because I never got to be around them. So this year has been like, so last Christmas, I decided I'm going to move. So I went home, went back to Louisiana, sold my house, bought a house within a month. It was amazing how fast it was. And then got here, and it has been wonderful. For every holiday, it's been like a first because it's been like 30 or 40 years on some things. She enlisted in the Navy when she was 19 and hasn't been home since. I mean, visits once in a while, but she has a life. So now I get to spend Mother's Day with her, which haven't spent since she lived at home. Halloween, just the different holidays are like all the first, and so enjoying it. And my son-in-law is wonderful. He is just the kindest person. And my grandkids, Addie and Jake, they really like him, and they all get along so well. My granddaughter's 21 and my grandson's 14, and so it's getting to know them and their likes and dislikes, because I don't know. I don't know what kind of food they like, what they didn't like, what colors, and all that kind of stuff. So this has been a learning process, but it's been a lot of fun. So if you're close to your family, or you don't get to see them, you really are missing a lot. But with my husband, the way he was ill, and he had brain cancer, and so I had to stay home and take care of him, and it was okay. It was great. He did good. So I'm originally from Arizona. Arizona will always be I would consider that to be my home. I live in Scottsdale, and then I lived in Mesa. So a lot of my friends are still there. So I go back and forth once in a while, but it gets expensive, and moving here just recently, you really don't have a lot of friends because you haven't established yourself well enough. So I finally found a church, so that's going to help. But this has really helped me a lot. I love crocheting. I love doing the plushies and all those other stuff. So that was been a great discovery. In markets, I've never done the markets before, and that's been a lot of fun. But I've done my last one, the first of this month, so I'm done for I think until Easter. Hopefully I can find one to do in Easter. I don't like having to put up my canopy because I have to do everything by myself. If I can find an inside one, it's better. Or like the ones I've been doing, it's been on a porch in front of a big business that they have a long porch, and they let vendors set up, and then they have them in their parking lot. So I always get the one under the porch. So this is it for now. I hope I didn't bore you to death, and I'll be back. I'm going to try and do this on a regular basis as soon as I figure out how all this goes. I'm not sure how to edit it, so it may not get edited. You may have to just put up with my just chit-chatting. And in my complaining. So please, if you like this, please hit the button that you liked it and subscribe to my channel so I can start just meeting some people. I hear that you guys are all great people and they're all friendly. So I'm looking forward to learning things from you and chit chatting and showing you what I've made or not making or struggling with. Maybe you can help me with. So for now, you have a great day. Enjoy crocheting and just always keep looking up. Always keep looking up and going forward. So have a good day. Thank you. Bye for now.